I know I let you know, and I'm surprised you weren't up to date on this. But then again, you were in Amsterdam. But let's get into Amsterdam first before we get into the topic, because I got to hear about this. How
Oh,
long were you in
Amsterdam.
Amsterdam?
I was in Amsterdam from Friday afternoon till Monday, let's say Monday morning. So not long, 3 nights in Amsterdam, and my girlfriend and myself just decided, hey, let's just go and have some fun. Now, I went to Amsterdam with certain objectives, right? I wanted to get as fucked up as I could, right? Just because that's what you do when you're in Amsterdam, right? You got to have some fun. So my objective, well, I had to have a brownie, I had to smoke some weed, and I had to do some mushrooms, right? And for those of you who are thinking like, oh, I'm this big drug addict or whatever the case might be, no, that's not it at all. It was all research oriented. It was trying to
Oh yeah,
boost,
of
yeah, it's
course.
trying to evolve my brain. It was really for health benefits, but
Some Joe Rogan shit.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, so we went out there. I met a really good friend of mine. I'm not going to say his name because I don't know if he wants to be implicated in this. But we ended up like right smack dab in the middle of the city, the old city, walking distance to everything. I mean, I could literally live there because everything is a steak shop, a burger place. They like their meat out there. And for those of you who don't know, yeah, I'm on the carnivore diet still. So, the meat was amazing. But what was most interesting, of course, is to see the legalized marijuana shops.
Oh,
Now, the rule out there is that you cannot sell alcohol at the same place that you're selling the weed, right? And they don't take any cards, very similar to the US. You have to pay cash because the minute technically they're drug dealers, right? So the minute that shows up on your bank statement, the bank is gonna freeze your account. So everything is cash. And as I said, I didn't have any plans for like major smoking and stuff like that, but they only sell them in packs of four pre-roll joints. You could get them with tobacco as well and stuff like that. So I pretty much checked off everything on my list. First night I tried some brownies. So we went out, me and my girlfriend. I didn't realize how much my girlfriend would be fascinated with the sex shows and the peep shows that are still in Amsterdam. I think there's the last remaining peep show that we went to, and that's basically it's a circular room where a girl is either stripping or a couple is having sex, and you open the door outside, you go in, you drop in your €2, and you get to view for like 2-3 minutes. You know, you could see through the glass and see what's going on inside. And I think my girlfriend basically spent all of our cash that first night watching peep shows. And, well, I mean, buying drinks as well. And it was
uh-huh.
bizarre. It was very, yeah. She's kind of coming around to the pervy thing. I have to keep my eye on that.
Jeez.
So yeah, night one was the brownies.
Right.
I think I had a half. Um, didn't really affect me that much. I had a nice buzz. Night two, we went back out into the city, did a little touring. We visited Anne Frank's house, which, you know, she was the Jewish lady that wrote her diaries during the war. She was actually German, migrated to the Netherlands, and they spent 2 years locked up in like this secret annex of her father's business, staying away from the Nazis. So it was surreal. It was definitely a good experience. Highly recommend it. And then the second night was the mushrooms. I went into the place and was like, I've heard about these mushrooms. Now, technically, mushrooms are illegal in Amsterdam, so it's not really mushrooms they're giving you. They're giving you truffles, right? So Mother Nature provides. When one door closes, another one opens. So I went in there, we got the truffles and stuff like that, and I was like, you know, he asked me what I wanted. Did I want to be like out of control, like not controlling my body, or did I want full control, full cognitive, but it's like more in like hallucinations and stuff like that? And I'm a guy, I don't particularly like being out of control. So I said, yeah, give me the hallucinations. I want full on green men. I want, you know, starships. I want to see it all, right? I want to see in the spirit. I want to talk to my ancestors. Give me that. So he gives me this thing. Um, and I didn't get any of that, man. I was so disappointed. Not even a small spaceship. You know, it was kind of, you know, kind of lackluster at the end of the day, right? But when I closed my eyes, I was seeing a lot of like geometric forms and something, but I wasn't sure if it was me wanting to see it or if that was going on. I went back the next day and kind of gave him a piece of my mind, like, hey man, you know, these truffles, they're really not that good, you know. But yeah, so I'll have to go back and try something more. And last night we bought some joints at the world famous Bulldog coffee shop. And then we found these amazing lounges. Basically, it's a smoking house. People go in there, they take their mushrooms, they take their joints and stuff, or they smoke from the hookahs, you know, the big smoking things. And people are just lounging around on couches and stuff like that, and just getting high. And I smoked 3 joints. Couldn't really smoke the 4th. I was just like, I'm not a smoker, so I don't like, you know, stuff in my lungs that much. And I didn't get any big buzz. You know, a couple of times it's like, okay, this is nice, and the music was good, but that was it. And I came back today sober, and I mean, my girlfriend didn't do anything. She was a very good girl and stuff like that. But she did say there was a part of her that kind of wished she had indulged a little bit. And on one final note on that, I actually came back with some tea, some ganja tea that I'm going to be sharing with some friends and possibly people in the office if they, without telling them. So I'll let you know how that goes.
Them?
No, I'm just going to be. You want to try some tea? And I'm just going to leave a couple of the satchels. You know, I even my girlfriend. I told my girlfriend, take back the lollipops. You can put those on the plane. And I said, take it back to your office and just leave it on the counter of your desk in a bowl, and just let the office indulge and see what happens. And she works in like a publication, so that might be an epic, newspaper article coming out.
Oh my gosh, what are you doing here, Brook? This is.
And I mean, the last thing on that is the girls. I just got to talk about the red light district because it might be closing. This is they might want to shut this down. But you go out to the red light district and they do have the girls, the sex workers, behind a glass door with a red light on and stuff like that. And tourists can go up and petition them, and they close the blinds. And now I bring that up because I know that's part of kind of what we're talking about a little bit today. But that was a very surreal experience, and there were some beautiful girls, I have to say. Some of them were really good. You also get some of the older girls that are working there as well. Some MILFs and grandmas kind of thing, which was also weird. But it is a great city. The food is great. The people are very friendly. Everybody spoke English. I highly recommend. Amos, we gotta do a Shitlord Preachers from Amsterdam. I think we should do that for next year.
Sure.